Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a makeup tutorial on this look right here. This is targeted more to the beginners that are starting new with makeup and want something simple and affordable. I'm thinking of doing a Valentine's Day series, so this is the first one of this series. It's perfect for Valentine's Day for someone that is in a relationship and is going to go on a date with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or somebody that's just hanging out with friends for that special V-Day. I use a lot of affordable products. A lot of these were bought from the Dollar Tree. Other products like the foundation that I use the L'Oreal Infallible, can be found at Walmart. In this look, I did not use any lashes because I know as a beginning, lashes is impossible to put on. Even with me that I have been putting makeup for a long time, lashes are still one thing that I haven't perfect. Sometimes I have one eye that looks better than the other. The same thing with a cat eye wing, so I try not to include that in this tutorial. So enough talking, so let's go ahead and get started with the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. To save time, I have already placed my foundation and my eyebrows. I'm gonna list all the products that I use down below in the description box, but just so you guys have an idea, I did use the L'Oreal Infallible foundation in the number 108, and I used the e.l.f. powder brush to blend everything in, and as usual I always use the e.l.f. eyebrow kit to apply it. And because it is a Valentine's Day look that we're trying to achieve, I also concealed and cleaned up my eyebrows, which I don't do that in every tutorial, but because it is a special event, I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I already did it. So we use a combination of my two favorite concealers, which they are drugstore, which is the first one is the Hard Candy one in the color medium, and the LA Girl Pro Concealer. So we can go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna prime our lids. I don't usually use a primer, I just use whatever concealer I'm using for the day. And for this case, I'm gonna go ahead and use Hard Candy. It's of a thicker consistency and I want my eyeshadows to stay for a longer time. So let's go ahead and apply that to the eyes. I've had these from LA Colors already in my collection, and then I purchased this one more just because I feel like it has a lot of those tones that the Modern Renaissance have. That is one of my favorites. So they have like the purplish and the pinks, and then they have like a dark purple burgundy color. It looks brown in camera, but it's really nice color. So I'm gonna see how much of pigment did these give me. And then if anything, I also have an oldie but a goodie. This one, it looks like crap because I've used it a lot. This is one of my first eyeshadow palette, and when I was like digging through my makeup, I was like, I still have this. Anyway, so this one is the New York color in the color Oh So Sweet, and this was a hit in YouTube years back. So go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and set with this white color, since this white color in the LA color palette, let me see what color is this. Oh, Chic, in the palette named Chic. Gonna go ahead and apply it. You don't have sticky eyelids. Oh, let's start with this pinky color. It's like a pinkish lavender color. And see if it gives me any. Ooh, wait, hold on. So what's my? Okay. Okay, it's not a lot of color, but again, this is for beginners. So sometimes for beginners, when you're not an expert with these color shades, it's preferable for me to have shades that don't have too much pigment, because sometimes it can become a big mess. So it's nothing wrong with starting with drugstore and moving up to high end. Alright, so far this is what it looks like with that one color. So let's go ahead and darken up a little bit more. So I'm gonna go with this darker purple color, purplish pink, and we're gonna use the same brush. So we're gonna go ahead and apply it a little bit underneath of that color. And they are a little bit powdery. They're not the best out there, but as you can see, we can make a little, simple makeup look with a simple, affordable drugstore makeup. Alright, because I do want it to be a simple look, I don't want to put too many different colors and stuff. We want to make it simple as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and go with this palette right here, and I'm gonna apply with my fingers first. It's been a long time since the last time I used this palette, so I forgot how pigmented it was. Okay, so this is a good one to apply. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, and again, I'm using the pink one from that palette, and I'm applying not in the corner, like in the first part of the eyelids. And I'm only gonna bring it halfway. Wow, I am impressed on the pigmentation of that. If you guys can get different colors of this palette instead of getting LA color, I will definitely do that, because I think these are like $1.99 or $2.99. So we're gonna go ahead and start with this, and I'm gonna use the darker color right here, which it looks like a purpley burgundy color. Go ahead and apply it. And remember, when you're using darker colors, start little by little, and then keep going back to the powder, back to the eyeshadow to intensify the look. That way you have less fallout and avoid making such a big mess. And you know, one thing you also have to focus that I didn't do before when I first started with applying makeup, I used to just end up the makeup right where my eye ended, but I figured and by watching a lot of YouTube videos, if you elongate the line a little bit more, kind of like where your eye, a little bit over where your eyebrow ends, it creates your eyes to look bigger and your makeup shows even nicer. So you see, like, my eyes finish here, but I kind of blend it out a little bit, and that way it looks more professional. And you can see all the colors. So see, there we go. Wow, I'm impressed with this dark color. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this blending brush. This is from the Lab 2 line from Walmart, and I got this one at an Ipsy boxing, and ever since I've used it, I've mentioned it so many times in my videos, I use it non-stop. So yeah, oh my god, I am so excited on how pretty this is looking. So pretty. Okay, so the biggest thing is, because I'm not using a eyeliner today or a cat eye, the focus will be mascara. And where did I put my mascara? Okay, so the focus will be mascara, because it's gonna open up your eye. So I'm gonna do tons and tons of mascara. So I'm gonna start with the telescopic one and do 1 to 2 layers. And for beginners, if you guys just want to leave this like this, you're more than welcome to, but because I'm doing it more as a glam look, I'm gonna go ahead and layer it to make it more of a dramatic look. But as you can see, look at this. This is with mascara, 1 coat, no mascara. Mascara, no mascara. So far I have 2 layers on, and I'm gonna go ahead and intensify the look more with the volumizer Maybelline The Falsies Volume Express. This is one of my favorite ones. Alright, so I'm gonna leave my lashes like this. So like I said, I applied 2 or 3 layers of telescopic mascara and then 2 more of the falsies. So then I'm gonna go ahead and combine again my 2 favorite concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal. And I'm sorry for the lighting. I do use natural lighting, and it's raining here today in Florida, so the lighting is not the best. Now, the only thing I'm not gonna use drugstore is gonna be my setting powder, because I was gonna use the Rimmel press powder, but I can't find it anywhere, and I didn't want to prolong the video anymore, or making the video, so I'm gonna make it today and use what I've been using so far, which is the Botanic Powder Plan Loose Powder, and it looks like this. I purchased this one, the LA Color Contour Kit. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this shade right here, and I'm gonna contour that with the Real Techniques. This is for your foundation, but I use it for my contour, just because it's like a more of a sharper edge. And I know a lot of people don't contour when they're beginners, and that's totally fine. I just like to do it because I like the finished look. I bought this one from the Dollar Tree. It's from Wet n Wild, one of their blending brush. No, contouring brush. I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the same color that I use to mark my edges and blend this one out and see how I like it. And always blend upwards. That way your face looks more sharper. You see when you, because if you blend it downwards, then it's gonna look very muddy. It doesn't look nice. I've done that and it looks just like a muddy face. Bronze all over. I know I need to get another blush, but I love this brush so much. It's the Milani Corallina. And usually I start with the apples of my cheeks, but today I'm just gonna go ahead and start where I contour and go in a reverse. So instead of going from here up, I'm gonna go from here down. Again with the same thing on this side. Alright, going back with the eyes that I forgot, I'm gonna go back with this color so I can put that underneath my eyebrows. And again, don't be afraid if you feel like you need to go ahead and go back with any of the shades that lost color. You can always do that. Again, I'm gonna go in and darken up the darker color. So for highlight, I'm gonna go in with Fergie. I'm gonna use this one. This is for your eyes, like a blending eyeshadow, but I'm gonna use it to set this really high in the high points. And if I have to blend it, then I'll blend it with another brush. I'm gonna use the Jordana lip liner in the color Tawny.